This ball joint is from a NASCAR race car. It was used in the 1993 Talladega race with Rusty Wallace. He and Dale Earnhardt got together at the start-finish line at the very end of the race. And as you can see, it incurred a lot of damage as the car was flipping upside down. But it held together, and it has a grease fitting. The ball joints in your car aren't much different, although they may even be subjected to more potholes and corrosion and other damage that the NASCAR race cars don't see.
What can you tell me about a ball joint?
Well, the ball joints are the pivot points for the steering of the vehicle, much like the hinge of a door rotating back and forth as your wheels turn to the left and the right. There's usually 4 ball joints on trucks and some of the older cars, and there's an upper ball joint and a lower ball joint. So the upper ball joint rides at the end of the control arm, which sort of acts as a hinge when you go down the road hitting bumps. Okay? This part is the ball joint right here, and this is what happens when you hit bumps, but it also has to rotate when you go around curves. So it does have a lot of potential for wear over time.
And how long do they usually last?
Well, that's kind of subjective based on how the car's operated and how the car's maintained. Okay, the ball joints action creates movement both this direction and rotationally whenever you go around turns. So the part that fails is generally the socket inside that can have corrosion from the lack of a grease fitting.
And what would happen if this part fails?
Well, if this part fails and completely separates, you'll lose total control of the vehicle. Reports show that most ball joints last around 70,000 miles, but that's subjective again to how the car's operated and maintained. We have a lot of potholes today, and we have a lot of folks that are ignoring their maintenance schedules and not taking care of their car maybe like they used to. So it's important to have an inspection done, because you won't notice this until it's too far gone. Unless you see some wear on your tires, you'll generally not know a ball joint is going to fail until it completely pulls apart and causes an accident. So it's very important to have a good inspection done routinely. This is a ball joint from a vehicle that wasn't regularly maintained. As you can see, the stud wear is excessive and almost to the point where it could pull out. Again, if this pulls out, you can lose complete control of your vehicle. Again, this is why it's so critical to have a routine inspection done.